Question 12. Express this as a fraction with a rational denominator. Give your answer in its simplest forms. So, rational denominator, i.e. no surd on the bottom. How do we do this? Well, we do root 2 over root 40 times, we times it by 1. What we're doing, 1, in this case, can also be expressed as root 40 over root 40. That's all we're doing. We're just timesing it by 1 so that we get the same answer, but we just get root 40 times root 40 in the bottom. I'll come back to this. Root 40 over root 40. That is root 2 times root 40 is root 80 over 40. So you see, we've got anything. So if you get, guys, if you have, wait, let me write out the general rule here in case you don't know. So root a times root a is equal to a. This is exactly what we've applied on the bottom here. This is how you rationalise the denominator. Root 40 times root 40 is root 40. Another example, just to reiterate the point. Root love heart times root love heart equals love heart. Get the gist? So, let me just delete this. That's what I've done on the bottom here. And then, linking back to this, we're just multiplying it by 1, so it's the same thing. And if we're doing the bottom, so that's why we do the bottom root 40, and then because we want to multiply by 1, the top needs to be the same as the bottom. So that's why we do that. Now it's asked us to, the next step is just to simplify this. So to simplify this, what to do? Well, I would see what would go into root 80, so probably root... worked out what to simplify it as. So, the bottom is absolutely fine, as it is just now. Keep that the same. So, root 80. So, I'm asking myself, what times what is equal to 80? That I know would simplify down into, ideally, a square number. So then, I can take the root of a square number and get a whole number. So, I know that root 80 is equal to root 4 times root 20. Move it down here. What is root 4? 2. So I've got 2 times root 20, but we can go further to root 20 and separate root 20 into root 4, root 5, all over 40. Oh, look, we have another root 4. So we have 2 times 2 times root 5 over 40. Collecting all this together, 2 times 2 is 4 over root 5. So we have 4 root 5 over 40. Now, what you can do here is you can deal with, the next step would be to deal with whole numbers. So what you can't do is divide this root 5 by 40. Don't simplify that. But you can do it with these whole numbers here. So you can do, well, what is, so let's simplify this. What can we simplify by? 4, which would leave us a 1 on the top, and we don't bother writing 1s, do we? And 40 divided by 4 is 10. That's a really bad root sign. Okay then. Root 5 over 10 is our final answer. So, my tip for this would be to just kind of forget about these root signs. In here, when you're thinking about, just think about what makes 20, what multiplies to make 20, and just forget about the roots and then pop them back in again. Be careful that you don't, in this final step, do something like try to simplify that root 5 just because there's a 40 there and you're like, oh well, 5 times 8 is 40, I could simplify that. Don't go there, guys. I don't know why, but don't. So, that's what you see. I think that's it. Thanks, bye. Thanks for watching, everyone!